Yeah, you're welcome, and you really could just call me
We
that.
summoned you here to discuss your performance. We are growing concerned that you may have forgotten exactly the position you're in.
No, I am very aware you have been very communicative, and I appreciate that. It's just that, yeah, this has honestly been a little harder than I
Allow
thought.
us to replay a moment of space and time known only to very few.
Okay, yeah, please, but don't.
Hey, you should watch Sidekicked, January 1st, 2025.
Nice. And
Check out Sidekicked, January 1st, 2025.
nice. And go.
Watch Sidekick 2025.
Oh,
Sometime in the year.
it's not bad. It's not bad. Okay, we're good. Go again. And here, we'll have you step up just a little bit. And
Watch Sidekick, January 1st, 2025.
nice. And then
Kick into Sidekicked, January 1st, 2025.
nice. We'll do that again. We'll have you right there. And
Kick into Sidekicked, January 20. Fuck.
January 25th. Ugh, yuck. I hate it when you do that.
We have observed this date, yet we are witnessing the origins only now.
And I can see how that is disappointing. I'm disappointed too. I had thought I could get this done. But making a whole TV show is a lot harder than I thought. There's like a lot. Like there's an album coming out. I had to focus on that a whole bunch. Chunkadelic is really important to me. So
Do you need a reminder of what it is you are doing, Mr. D?
no, no. I fully get it. And honestly, from the jump, like you said, I have been down. I'm down to help you. You have been like a little loose with the details, but I am following the plan. We got new shows coming. We got episodes of old shows and the whole lot of content coming through here, like just like you wanted. Listen. I'm going to help you. You gotta give me some time.
Time we can give, Mr. D.
Thank you. Okay. Now that we've done the whole homage to the SpongeBob Theory Guy moment out of the way, do you want to watch Sidekicked Origins?
Yes.
Okay, dope. Now remember, you said you wanted humble beginnings, so we filmed the first one on Zoom, so it's going to be a little wonky audio and visually. That's it's going to really kind of be grabbing the ones who are hungry for the lore, which is what you wanted. Sidekicked, the series, the official series, is going to have much more production value. So we're going to assume that many people will start there and then work their way back here.
And then they will see it.
I mean, I think so. I made it pretty obvious, so if they're looking for it, they will catch it, but it's way too early now, so they can't know yet. When it happens then, and they remember now, they'll come back here.
Understood. Thank you for this. We will now commence the viewing of Sidekicked.
Wait, hold on, let me just get my laptop! Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. It's your boy Nur-D, and welcome to Sidekicked Origins. This is our very first meeting with everybody all together for the show that I am sure is already a nationwide sensation, a global phenomenon, and something that you have asked for more and more with each passing day. This is actually our very first get together of playing the game, and you are going to see in this session, in this episode, how the team came to be. I'm super excited, but before we get into it, I'm gonna have all of the principal players introduce themselves. I'm gonna go around. I will randomly pick people to just say who they are, what they're doing, and where they could find them. It's because you're gonna be you already love these people. We already know because the show's already out. This is in the past. This is the past. You're in the future. So let's start off with the one and only Ro. Ro, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, my name is Ro. I use she, they pronouns, and I will be playing Vi, also known as Ghost Note. I'm a musician, producer, nerd, you know. What else is there to know? You can find me on Instagram at Ro with a slash. Yeah, check out my music, and maybe I'll be doing some music for the show. So excited for that.
Why don't you popcorn it out, Ro?
Popcorn to Aaron.
Hello. I'm Aaron, new to the Twin Cities, but not new to Dungeons and Dragons and other tabletop role-playing games. I will be playing. Are we supposed to introduce characters? Yeah.
You don't have to introduce characters just yet. Just who you are.
Great. You can find me on Start Playing Games, running Monster of the Week a couple times a week. My Instagram handle is Atlas Scrolls, only one S in there, and you can find some occasional content about the games I run and the games I like to play. Nice to meet you all.
That's awesome. Aaron, popcorn it.
Let's go.
Hey, yo, I'm Go Tornado. You can find me pretty much everywhere at Go Tornado, but I've recently started going by Watermelon Jones at some sites. Don't worry about it. I just think it's funny. Yeah, I play a lot of games. I'm mainly on Twitch. You can find me at Go Tornado. I stream lots of video games. Other than that, I just kind of chill. So I'm happy that you're here watching. Stick around longer. We might have some more cool surprises for you in the future. Wink. Steph, why don't you go ahead and take over for me?
Excellent. I can do that. I'm Steph, she, her. You can find me on the internet pretty much anywhere you get your social medias at Equinox Dice. I make handmade TTRPG dice as well as do actual play performance. So I'm just excited to be here. I'll pass it back over to you because you haven't introduced yourself yet, GM.
Yes, I am GMing this madcap of masked professionals. We do this professionally. My name is Nur-D. Like I told you already at the top, you can find me everywhere at Nur-D Rocks. And if you like music, if you like hip hop music, you can find me anywhere you get your music at NUR-D. Check me out. We will have a super good time. And with that flawless transition, no notes. Absolutely no notes. I'm ruining it before I talk.
No notes.
No notes. We're going to get started on Sidekicked Origins. Thank you all for watching and get ready for an adventure.
In a world where the extraordinary collides with the mundane, the vibrant tapestry of Titan City unfolds. A metropolis where heroes soar, villains lurk, and the echoes of the past shape the future. While those with amazing and terrifying powers can be found all over the planet and often the planets beyond, it is Titan City where 4 teens stand on the precipice of destiny, unaware that their lives are about to intertwine in ways they never would have imagined. As the dust settles from the chaos unleashed during the wedding that shocked the world, a new generation of heroes rises. In the shadow of the pantheon of justice, and with the specter of growing villainy looming in the background, these aspiring champions will forge their identities, grapple with their unique abilities, and confront the ever-present challenges of being young and superhuman. As they navigate the treacherous landscape of Titan City, they will face formidable foes, unravel secrets from the past, and learn that true heroism isn't just about power. It's about courage, friendship, and making the right choices in the face of adversity. Welcome to Sidekicked Origins, where every choice matters, every bond counts, and the journey to becoming a hero begins.
Where once California is now the largest city in all of the US, Titan City. Titan City is made up of different districts, all with their own flavor and their own unique personality. We zoom in on one of these districts now. The southern district of Titan City. Where above on a rooftop, we see a figure. Spray can in hand, headphones firmly attached over ears, creating a piece of art many would say is vandalism. Aaron, please describe your character.
Star is about 5'10". The doctor would probably measure him 5'9 3/4", but he takes that inch personally. His clothing is baggy, all the way down to the shoes. They look a little big for him, and when he takes steps, his heels come sort of falling out of the sort of large backs, the high tops. There's a scrawl of graffiti art across the front and back of the gray sweatshirt, and there's 2 cans in the cargo pants that he wears almost at all times. They too are covered in the drips and stripes of errant paint. He's got a mop of curly black hair, thin, sort of muddled features, a pointed chin, and his tongue pokes out between his teeth as he concentrates on the piece he's painting across the wall.
As your paint can sprays your vision on the side of this building owned by and operated by someone here in the Southern District, you hear a sound of a throat clearing behind you. Gotta watch the lines there, dude.
Freezes, and then he kind of gets a smirk on his face. My lines have always been cleaner than yours.
Your friend Jason, Jason King, jumps down from a railing behind you and kind of walks up, admiring your work. There too are wearing street clothes, though not covered in paint, as it doesn't seem like that was the agenda for this afternoon. They say, "Yo, hey, before you start talking about lines, check your drip right over there, unless you were planning on just doing a shit job for no reason."
Up, he grabs a bandana, a black bandana out of his back pocket, and he kind of reaches up and wipes the line. He kind of takes a big step back. What do you think it needs?
Let me see. Your friend and you take a minute as the city bustles behind you, and he says, honestly, dude, I think it just needs a little bit of color. What do you got?
Totally grayscale, and I look down at the satchel I carry. It's kind of a postman's bag, and I kind of kick the black and gray and white cans out of the way, and I've got some red, I guess. You sure? Color? Here. I don't know what to do with that. Can you help?
Yeah, I think I can. You see them take the thing and take the can, they're twirling it. And as they spray just a little bit of red in various places, enhancing the image just a little bit, you hear the sounds of, the city as the police drive by behind, like on the streets below. You know that you have a little bit of time before you have to get changed and get going because you have a big event tonight. But you have not told your friend that this was the plan.
I think that looks great. I love that. I'm not really big on the color, but it's a good addition. For a rookie at this. Thanks.
Yeah, all right, all right. Yeah, you were always afraid of color. Not everything has to be so monochrome. Black and white is, I don't know, that's so old, man. That's 90s stuff.
Exactly how I like it. Hey, I gotta get out of here. I've gotta go do a few things before tonight. You gonna be around later?
Uh, do you want to know or do you not want to know?
Nah, it's fine. Yeah, it's better to keep it a surprise.
That makes sense. Well, hey, uh, mom says that they want you over for dinner on Thursday. So, your sis, you coming?
It's gone. You know, she keeps a busy schedule of her own. But yeah, we should be there.
Cool. I have been, and you see Jason make a gesture practicing. So we'll see you. I'll see you over there.
Sounds good.
With that, oh yeah,
Yeah.
well, there's still head off unless you have something else you want to say.
No, Ish'll pack up his bag. He sort of does sort of settle out and look down over the streets to make sure that that police car is gone.
Yep, Star has left. Though I will have you do the first roll of the game and give me a. Gotta get the moves out. We're gonna totally not have this weird pause here. Give me a assess the situation. That's what I'm.
Superior, you say? Okay. It's a 0 for me, so a 4 on the dice.
Oof. That's a failure. So you don't. When you look around, you're not necessarily seeing any problems. I'll let you mark an experience there. You're not necessarily seeing any problems. And as you grab your bag and you jump, I'm guessing you're jumping down to the street level.
Please start the building beside me. There's a fire escape on that building that's a little bit easier to access. The door kind of jiggles the lock and head that way. But yeah, I'm headed pretty much right away down to the street.
As you make your way down to the street, you actually land. You see, you land on the street. You see that there are two STPD officers there, standing, looking directly at you. It's like, hey, kid, what were you doing up there?
Try to use mild manner. When I try to use my civilian identity to deceive, trick, or slip past someone, I roll plus mundane. I'm gonna try to say, you live in the top floor apartment up there. I take the fire escape because the elevator's broken inside.
Okay. I want you to do a little bit of. I'm gonna say provoke someone. You're gonna try to get them to essentially leave you alone. So roll to your plus superior, but you get your plus from your mild manner.
Typically, the mild manner is a mundane roll. Do you want me to roll to provoke instead?
Oh yeah. I'll have you roll for provoke, but we'll have you use your mundane for this interaction.
Oh, gross. So far, so bad. With the 3 on my mundane, that is a total of 6.
So, these cops do not believe you, and they move. They take their batons and cuffs out, and they look like they're about to strike. When suddenly there is the sound of like a crash, and there is a large like what sandwich board sign from atop of a building falls down, knocking both of them over unconscious.
to like see if they're okay, and then like shake my head like, not the time, Ish, not the time. And I'm gonna sprint off towards the other direction, towards home.
As you sprint off towards home and the camera passes up into above the street, you see a whistling figure on the nearby building kind of give a little smirk and a skip as they front flip off the front of the building into Adventures Unknown. The camera continues to pan, flying all the way to a little house in West Titan, where the beaches are tight, the waves are righteous, Happy Land's music can be heard from echoing across multiple parts of the street, and the sun seems to always be just where it needs to be. In this tiny house in the suburbs of this area, we're going to get out of this traffic area. In the suburbs, we find ourselves next to a little house I don't have a name for this town area. And you see a faded sign in a trash can that was just eventually taken down after a while that says "Welcome home" in big red, white, and blue, or actually blue, red, and white. I forget how it works. Banner colors. There is a garage door that slowly opens, and you see a dopey-looking adult kind of walk out with a push mower, and is like, "Oh man, it's gonna be it's a lovely day today." And they start doing some yard work. Inside, there is a woman humming as she starts, cooking and cleaning, and it's the picture of normal suburbia. However, in a room upstairs, we find someone who is anything but normal. Chris, or Steph, could you please introduce your character?
Mm-hmm. Standing in front of the mirror, focusing really, really intently, is a teenage girl. She has long, sort of curly green hair that sort of frames around her very round face, as she is pulling on sort of a dress that she has layered on top of a mesh top that has a number of butterflies and other floral designs on it as she rearranges the butterfly clips on her hair. As she's doing that, she has to avoid some deer-like antlers that protrude from the sides of her head. I need to get these. Come on. I wish I was better at glamour. And she focuses really hard, and whoosh, the deer antlers disappear as she then looks at herself in the mirror. Okay, perfectly normal person, ready to go do human things. All right. As she grabs a bag, puts it on her shoulder, and starts walking downstairs, a little mischievous glint in her eyes.
As you walk downstairs, you hear the humming, "Oh, hi! Oh, Chris?
Yes, you can call me Chris is good.
Chris is good? Okay, I'm making some sandwiches. Would you like anything? Do you have any particular dietary restrictions? I remember we got in a packet, but how my man is. He's a little forgetful. I think he put it somewhere on top of me when we went to pick you up.
I really will eat anything except for eggshells. I don't like the shells. The rest of the egg is good, but the shells not so much.
Oh, okay. Sure. Well, I'll be sure not to put any eggshells in your sandwich, honey. And you have your extracurricular activity today?
Yes, we are going to the place where everything bad happened.
Oh, well, exactly. Could you remind me? Everywhere bad happened. Is that a phrase from France that I don't
Oh,
understand?
the memorial for the talk?
Oh, yes, the Isle of Remembrance. Yep, you're going there today.
Yes. It is
Hey,
filled
hey.
with all the dead things.
Oh, well, I guess that's true. Yeah. What a what an interesting way to put that.
Well, isn't granite and marble dead? They don't
Oh,
glow.
I haven't really thought about it like that. But I guess you're right. I would probably say not alive because it's a little less spooky, but you know, that's what this is all about. We're learning new things about each other's cultures.
Yes, we are learning so many things.
From the outside, you hear the voice like, sweetie, I don't know what's going on outside. I've been trying to keep mowing this grass for weeks and it keeps growing back thicker than ever. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Wow. Yeah, you know what? He is right. I got these flowers like when you got here, and you know what? I don't think they've lost a petal since I put them in the vase.
No, they have not. They are very healthy flowers.
Yeah, do you have a lot of flowers back where you're from in France?
Very many flowers. Where I am from? Yes.
Wow. I think that is just Sheila, you see her look like in a drawer, and you see there's been one of the things you've noticed around the house is that there've been various post-it notes of things in French as they have been trying to like work in a French into their vocabulary. Um and so you see them like there's a lot of fleurs fleurs um here in America too.
Yes, I can smell them.
Yeah, that is what you do. Honey, my they're winning against the thing.
With like turning to the side so like they can't see, she kind of like does a little like
yes. um you do hear a thump from upstairs, Chris.
uh
What was
I
that?
I think I may have left the light on. Let me go check.
Oh,
She
okay.
heads back upstairs, trotting as quickly as her like she is short and she is curvy. So like she's taking these stairs as fast as she can, as she's just like making her way up the stairs.
As you open the door to your room, you see that there is a tabby cat sized, big, fluffy bumblebee outside of your window, hitting against the glass over and over again.
Oh. She goes over and opens it.
Buggy, we talked about this. I know, I know, but they can't know you're here. They can't know you're here. So, are you inside or outside today? Use your pheromones. Come on. What do you want?
Shakes a little bit, and you smell the scent of like carpet and like TV static.
Okay, all right, come on in. But it's not warm enough for me to leave the window open. So if you're gonna be inside, you're gonna be inside.
The bumblebee flies in and starts just flying around your room, and you hear footsteps coming upstairs.
She,
Honey, are you all right? You said the light is going on.
Yes, it is okay. It's just this noise machine. It sometimes it likes to make other sounds. So
Oh, okay.
yes,
Well,
I like the sounds of nature.
well, that's great. Okay, well, I just wanted to let you know that if you want, your host dad, to get you a ride, down to the ferry for the school, you just let me know, and I'll have him stop fighting the front lawn.
Oh yes, he should probably stop.
Oh,
I don't think that is a battle he can win.
I'm trying. I'm trying to hear the struggle downstairs. Okay, well, I'll bring him inside before he hurts himself. You just get ready. I know how teenage girls. I was a teenage girl once, and I need to get all freshened up. So if you need anything, you just let me know, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Au revoir. Because okay. And she just goes downstairs.
I would like to start a petition. This mom needs to be our mom in our base. She's the best character.
She's love and light. Chris, real quick, as you look across out your open window, you do see there is actually I'll have you roll because I'm having everybody roll. Please roll to assess the situation.
yeah. That is 8.
8. All right. So on an 8, you have the opportunity to ask one of the following questions. What here can I use to blank? What is the biggest threat? What here is in the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me? And how could I best end this quickly? Now, you don't know exactly what the situation is, but those are the questions you can ask.
I'm gonna say what here is the biggest threat.
So as you look out the window and you're sort of engaging with the day, you see that there is a man standing outside in your backyard. In your backyard, there is an old play set that seems to have been left over from that your host parents had said was from when their children were younger before they had moved off and moved away. There is a man in a black suit, black tie, and black sunglasses standing just outside of the sun's reach in the shadows, sort of menacingly.
Do you think I can hide from him, Buggy? Yeah, okay. All right.
She's gonna walk over to her window, and is gonna boost herself out of it. And can I? There's no sneaking in this game, but I want to jump down off the roof.
You could definitely jump down off the roof. How are you gonna land in a way that doesn't hurt yourself?
I'm gonna have the grass catch me.
Cool. I don't even think I'm gonna have you to do. Actually, you know what? I'll have you roll it because we're having everyone roll stuff. It's Origins. Unleash your powers, please.
Yes. Woo! That's a 12.
12. All right. Describe how the grass of the backyard catches you.
Yeah. She doesn't even like jump off. She just like steps off the edge. And as she starts to like step stare down, the like grass grows to be these long stalks of grass that then she has stair steps down all the way until she's like on the lawn.
All right. You are now in your backyard, and you're face to face with this man in a black suit, black tie, and black sunglasses. Their entire description of their physical form is that of someone who could be easily forgotten. You're not being very careful.
Well, neither are you. You're out here in the middle of the day.
Yes. I also don't have a 4-foot bumblebee bouncing outside of my window.
Well, what am I supposed to do with Buggy? Like,
You shouldn't have brought him in the first place.
it wasn't my choice. We've been over this. You know that we have a very strong bond, and that if I were to leave, you know that they don't live for very long.
Buggy looks at you in an interesting way.
They only live for like 45 years. Like, by the time I would be back, you would be basically dead.
You should put that thing on a leash. And also, what do we talk about using your powers in public?
How else was I supposed to get out here to talk to you without them knowing that I was in the backyard? Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting concept. I don't know. Lie.
I can't. I can't.
Oh yes, I remember. It's one of the other things that makes this also more difficult.
That's what I have you for. You're the one who does the lying for me, so that I don't have to.
Yes, your kind definitely tends to make things more difficult. As they say this, your kind, they would like to move that statement is going to move your mundane down and your freak up one. As your personal liaison to the mundane world, agent name we will make up is reminding you that you in fact are not human, and this in fact is not your world.
As that is said, she kind of squeaks as a tail pokes out from underneath her dress. It's like a long, essentially like a kangaroo rat tail. So it's like it's got fur on it and then like a little poof at the bottom, almost like a little lion tail.
Just control if you're gonna stay here.
She kind of swats at it and it poof, pops away again.
I know, I'm trying.
I have on your schedule that you have a field trip today. Is that correct?
Yes, we are going to trip in the fields. I am so excited.
Yeah. We're going to need you to be extra careful. The place that you're going to 100% cannot have any sort of... You see, even though their black sunglasses hide their eyes, you get the sense that they have looked towards your bug companion's direction. Incidences.
Well, if you don't want any incidences, can you watch Buggy today?
And I watch your giant bumblebee.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Just make sure it happens. I'll be back to check on your mission report at the end of the day.
Fine.
Then they start like walking towards your fence and just sort of like pushes it, and you see that there's a door in your fence that was not there when you had arrived. And it closes behind him with a click.
Humans are so weird.
Honey, you hear from inside. Honey, your host dad's ready to take you. Are you still getting ready?
In her panic, a pair of dragonflies pop out of her back and start fluttering. As she like levitates a little bit. And is like, back to the room, back to the room, back to the room. As she like trots over and flies up back into her room and puts the wings away real quick.
As the camera pans away from this frantic scene, going back into this suburbia area, we move to a different section of the same place. We are in the... You know what? We're going to do this. We are in West Titan's shopping mall, where a group of teens are sort of hanging out. Their style is one that is drawing a lot of attention as they sort of move through this general meeting place of fun and randomness. Shops and people selling at kiosks. We see a group of young people loving life, living loud, and enjoying, I don't know, pretzels. Ro, can you describe to me what your character looks like and what they're doing?
Yeah, so Vi from Bottom Up has thick-soled combat boots, some ripped jeans with one too many belts on, some studs, and a hand-me-down military jacket with that she's dyed red, and navy blue crop top with a little ghost note on the front. She's got a bunch of piercings, a bunch of crummy poke tattoos, and okay, cool. And gray hair that's like flips to the side but still kind of curly, shaved sides of the head, and she's got, clearly she's got pretzel salt all over the front because she's macking, and she's got her phone out, like live streaming the whole thing, because she got to let the followers know that when she eats a pretzel, she goes ham.
Well, as you're getting the followers sort of getting to know, you do see you have other members with you. They seem to be friends of yours, all a part of your band that has actually been slowly gathering followers over just the last couple of years now, finally putting some effort into it. Things are going well. You guys are enjoying the mall. One of your friends is looking in a shop for something, nothing in particular. And the rest of you guys are standing outside eating pretzels. As you do, you see a group of, let's say, more affluent students from West Titan High making their way in your direction. One of whom is Vanessa. Vanessa is a cheerleader and is not particularly your biggest fan. As their group, your group and their group is about to collide, I would like you to assess the situation. So roll 2d6s and give me the number. Unless you want to just go up to her and start some shit, which would be directly engage a threat.
I just rolled a 10, so I'm gonna say that roll was. Let's do that.
Which one? Which one? Directly engage a threat?
Yeah.
I love it. All right, so on a 10, you can pick 2. You can. So you guys are gonna collide. You can either resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. You can pick two of those options.
Let's see. I'm going to surprise the opposition.
Okay.
And what were the other two options?
You have three other options. You can resist or avoid their blows,
Mm,
take something from them, or create an opportunity for your allies.
mm. I will could like using Vanessa's social media following to get more followers be an
Yeah,
apt use yeah,
yeah, you definitely can.
for my party.
So you surprise them. So you see them coming, and I'm guessing you were about to take a picture, but instead you go live, and
Mhm.
you go right up to her and be like, "Hey everybody, Vanessa's out here at the mall, and they love my band."
Yeah,
Surprising them before they get a chance to say anything,
with a
and
mouthful of pretzel, might I add.
yeah, brother. You're doing it. The count goes up really quickly because she is surprised. She just doesn't. She hasn't like she's like all flabbergasted. And
Yeah, her at's in the subject title of the live, so everybody's tuned in.
yep, everybody's tuned in. And her friends are also surprised because they weren't expecting you to just like walk up and do something like that. So she is
Mhm.
currently stunned and she isn't saying anything. What else are you planning? What's the plan? What are you doing?
I am going to promote my band's next show. So that, because Vanessa's gonna be right front and center, so you better hang with your bestie. As I'm like spitting chunks of pretzel in her face.
Ah!
No.
How much she loves my band.
Your other band members are hooting and hollering, as they are well aware of the situation. Um, and with that, the live you cut the live before she has a chance to gain her footing, completely getting the upper hand, gaining yourself not only 50 new followers, which is great, all of it like in just one post, but then just in general, the general satisfaction of getting one over on Vanessa Chase, last name Vanessa Chase,
It's great. It's great.
off the dome. Uh, oh my god, do you have to be so gross?
I mean, it's breakfast time, breakfast of champions.
Ugh, my goodness, you would eat at the mall.
I mean, they got a whole court for it, so of course. Duh.
Like, listen, she eats at the food court, and their other friends are like, the food court. It's like, ugh, my God, shouldn't you just be like, I don't know, like screaming into a microphone or something?
I mean, yeah, that you heard it. I'm gonna be screaming into a microphone later. Just you wait. You coming?
Yes. I wouldn't be
I'll see
caught
you there.
dead at one of your grungy shows. Are you kidding? No, I have what you call taste.
Yeah, we call that overly sweet to a point of fake.
I'm fake? What are you even wearing?
I'm wearing sustainable clothing, all vintage. What do you got? Fast fashion? Cute.
This is worth more than like your house. So like I don't even know what you're talking about. And what is this? I've never even heard of sustainable. What brand is that?
Google it, babe. Google it.
she kind of like the rest of her friends are like, some of them you can see know what was just said, but Vanessa Chase has too much clout to call her on her inability to understand what's going on in the situation. Um, she kind of goes like, well, anyway, I know that like you're gonna be on this little like field trip thing, and I just want you to stay away from me during the trip because I don't want to get any of your runge on me.
Believe me, she says, spitting pretzel even for like just even more pretzel. Like takes a huge bite of pretzel intentionally to say, believe me, I will be positively on the other edge of this stadium or whatever we're doing. I don't even know. I will be there.
My goodness. You know what? My mom says that like you metas really need to learn how to like be respectful. Ugh. Just because you have powers doesn't mean you have to be gross.
Vi laughs because she just doesn't have much to say.
Ugh. I'll have you roll to assess the situation.
Yeah, because that could definitely impact her in that moment, for sure. Got a 10.
Dang. Or you could ask 2 questions out of these following questions. What here can I use to insert whatever you want to do? What here is the biggest threat? What here is in the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me? And how could we best end this quickly? You have 5 options. You can pick 2.
What here could I use to end this quickly? And was one of them what here is useful to me, or
what is the most vulnerable to me?
Okay, yeah, what is the most vulnerable to me?
Okay, so right now what is most vulnerable to you is, I'm going to give you 2 answers to that question. Physically is everyone around you. As far as you're aware, you're the only meta in the facility, and this structure, this area is pretty vulnerable to you. There's a lot of glass in the mall, so unleashing your powers might do a little bit more than you'd like to, especially with these squishy people around you. But also, how you could best end this quickly is probably just to walk away. She doesn't seem to want to engage with you anymore, and doesn't seem like she'd follow you if you took your group and left.
I'm gonna say Vi probably wants to move on with her day. So she kind of like laughs off the last comment about messy metas and gives her a little boop, like right next to a fountain.
She looks like she's about to fall over, and before she falls, she is caught by...
I'll catch her.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you catch her.
Yeah, I'll catch her and say, careful, don't want to make a mess.
You see, like, kind of like she takes a second to be caught, and then she like kind of brushes like off, and she's like, "Oh my god, ugh!" And she just like walks her and her friends like, "Oh my god, easy!" Like she just like grabbed you, like, "Oh my god!" And they just kind of like boop. Your friend, I'm gonna say Marcus, comes out of the store. They got their new earrings and stuff, and they're just like, "Everything okay?"
Yeah, we're good. We're so good. Better than good. We got 50 followers.
Oh, hey, that's great. Yeah, it's wonderful. All right, well, I want a pretzel now. I know I said I didn't want a pretzel before, but I want a pretzel now. Do you have time before you have to get to the ferry for the school thing?
Yes. Come on, I'll buy you a pretzel.
Ah, see, this is why we need you around. What else? And you guys
When are you
make
gonna pay me for the last gig? That's what I want to know. I'll put it on your tab.
Whoa! I thought we were in this for the music, for the love. Just it's coming. We got our big break is coming. We're supposed to play the food fair. So in a couple of months, so that's gonna be really cool. The school's giving us a big check for it. That's gonna be like one of our first big paid, things. Yeah, it's for hell, but whatever. We just make
Oh,
it
a
happen.
check! I was ready for more food tickets. Cute.
There is nothing wrong with food tickets. Food feeds people.
You're right. You're so right.
And speaking of feeding people, your friend and community member would love a pretzel.
Right this way, Marcus.
So you and Marcus start trotting your way towards the food court. And as you do, actually, the camera will pan back from the mall back into the city. I'm gonna see if this is a good city sound. Nope, that's too creepy. Back into the city. Sorry, I have to find it.
Suddenly in the middle of Saw 11.
Yeah, for real? Gross. Okay. This sounds city-ish. Sure.
It's not bad.
Bustling.
Ignore, like, this is the first time we're doing this, so don't say anything to me, everyone.
It's bustling.
There we go. That sounds like it. So, we are in the city, and above the crowds, the hustle and bustle of Titan Central, there is a figure standing above all below with a look of determination. BJ, will you please describe your hero?
He is Go-Go Tornado. He's clad in blue and white, mask perfectly adorned on his face, bald head, but it's coming in a little bit, kind of like a buzz cut going on. He always has a smile on his face, though you don't know if he's just being serious, goofy, or whatnot. He's lean muscle all the way through, little over 5'8", and a little bit. He's very particular about that little bit. And he's just kind of chilling in the air. He wants people to see. He's low enough so that people know that he's there, but high enough that they have to look up to see him.
I would like you please to roll to use your power, unleash your powers, as flying is relatively new.
Okay. Oh man, I hope this doesn't go horrible. That's a 7.
All right. So on a 7, you're going to either mark a condition, or I will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
Go for it. Tell me how it's unstable or temporary.
You are going to fall if you don't land immediately.
So he knowing that he's not completely in control of his flying yet, he's just going to, as he's falling, he's going to make it look like he's done it on purpose by doing a 3-point superhero landing.
All right, you land on the street, I'm guessing.
Yeah, just in the middle of the street.
Land in the middle of the street. In the middle of the street, a car races past you like.
My bad.
It's been a relatively quiet day in City Central, the Titan City Central, mostly because there's not a whole lot of low-level crime that happens around Central, mostly because this is where the Pantheon of Justice is located. Most of the superhero activity that is going to happen here is the big stuff. Giant monsters, alien invasions, massive dimensional rifts, things like that. And usually they're handled by the big guns beforehand. But since this is where the big guns hang out, you have been sort of told that this is where you should be seeing them as often as you can be in order to continue on with your day. You hear a little ring from your phone that is tucked away in a secret pocket, I'm assuming.
Hey, yeah, he definitely keeps it somewhere.
Yep.
Out of his dimensional
From your
space where he keeps the phone, he'll just pull it out. Hello, this is Go-Go Tornado on the scene. What can I do for you?
Kid. Hey, kid.
Oh, it's just hello.
Hey, I got a hot tip from one of the cops down in a little bit closer to north central. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
Okay, you need to get there as fast as you can. There's looks like there's a robbery. Someone's being stupid enough to rob a bank in Central. If you can get there quick, I don't think any big heroes are on the scene yet.
Oh, I'll be right there.
All right, remember, use big smile. Use
Big smiles.
phrases.
Yes.
If you can find a way to bring in Johnson's baby wipes into the conversation, I'm really close to getting a thing for them.
Okay, Johnson's baby wipes, big smiles. Got it.
All right, you go knock him dead, go.
All right, fantastic. He'll hang up his phone and then he'll immediately go to Twitch, the streaming service that he uses, and he'll go live and he's like, "Citizens, it is I, Go-Go Tornado, once again live for you and you alone. I'm headed to North Titan City right now to stop a bank robbery in progress. And you know what I'm gonna do after I stop that bank robbery? I'm gonna wipe down my sweat with Johnson's baby wipes, the only wipes you'll ever need."
You see a bunch of people being like, "Yay, you got it, Go-Go.
It's
Go do it.
tornado time.
I like
For me to go.
Dude's
Third catchphrase, and he flies away.
All right, so you're flying over there. One more time, give me another unleash your powers roll, please.
Oh boy, that's worse than the last time. A 5.
So 5, you like jump and you floosh. You're flying. All of a sudden, there is a flock of geese that are coming in the opposite direction of you, and you don't see them, and they hit you. You are much more durable than these geese, but they are not injured. However, it throws your trajectory off, and you smash into a very large tank of water that begins to yawn over to one side. And a bunch of people are like, "Ah!" Oh, they look up and they point at this thing that's about to crash down on the street.
Oh no. Fear not. I have my Johnson's baby wipes to clean up this spill. And he'll try to push the tank of water back to its normal position.
You have super strength, so I'm not going to make you roll to push it up to its normal position. However, the leg that it's like that you hit is like completely buckled. You know that you're gonna have to do something if you're going to.
Can I try to re-stabilize the leg?
Roll assess the situation.
Oh gosh. It's a superior. Okay, I'm pretty good at superior. That is a 10.
2. What here can I use to blank? What here is the biggest threat? What here is in the greatest danger? What here is most vulnerable to me? How could we best end this quickly?
How can I end this quickly?
You get another question because you got a 10.
How can I end this quickly, and what here can I use to stabilize this leg?
You can see that on the roof where you're at, there is a bunch of sheet metal that was apparently left over from a construction job. You could probably wrap it around kind of like this. Make a quick fix until you can call someone to come and get it. And how to end this quickly would be to do that as fast as you can.
He will do exactly that as quickly as he can. And as soon as he's done, he's going to contact his agent and tell him, hey, somebody needs to get down here and restabilize this leg. Some villain bent it.
Okay. There's a thumbs up on the text as you start heading. You can leap from building to building and not have to roll.
He's gonna run this time. He's just gonna run. He's fast. He'll just run.
So as you run towards this thing, you start to hear, you know, the police making their way over to this place. They have really cool, non-triggering police car noises. And,
Perfect.
and it's like they're making their way.
I'm gonna run alongside one of the police officers and just like give him a salute, and then run past the car.
You run past the car, and you find yourself in front of this bank. Their alarm's going off. Inside, there's a couple of people just kind of like huddling down. You can see inside this building, though you can't quite see what's going on all the way inside. You'll have to make another assess the situation.
Let's assess the situation. That is less good than last time. That is an 8.
Okay, with an 8, you get to ask one of the following questions. What here can I use to blank? What here is the biggest threat? What here is in the greatest danger? Who here is the most vulnerable to me? And how can we best end this quickly?
We're going to go with what here is the biggest threat.
The biggest threat right now is that there, as you look inside of this bank, there are 5 armed robbers.
Oh no! Are there any hostages in there that I can see?
Yep, there are many hostages.
Are they on the ground or guns pointed at them or?
Guns are not pointed at them. They're kind of just, these guys are kind of like, they seem to be sort of like panicking amongst themselves.
Okay. I'm gonna jump up to the roof and see if there's a way inside from above.
You jump up to the roof and you see that there is a rooftop entrance.
I will, regardless if it's locked or not, I'm just gonna open that door.
You've opened the door and you make your way down the stairs.
As quick as possible. I'm gonna just try to find a spot where I can peek in and see if the people are out of harm's way so that I can get to these thugs without anyone getting hurt.
Let me take a look at these moves here. I'm
invulnerable, but they are not.
Yes. I'm gonna say that one of the people sees you. But I'm gonna need you to provoke someone into getting them to do what you want. Because right now they're scared.
Alrighty.
They can run up to the roof, but they are afraid.
Provoke someone. What am I rolling for? Provoke.
That is
superior. Gotcha. Okay, that's okay. That is an 8.
Okay. Let's see. I think we're gonna do on an 8. They are going to you can see the panic in their eyes. And on an 8, they are going to scream, and they're getting up and they are running. That is creating a wave of people running in your direction. The panicked bank robbers have now turned, and their guns are pointing on this crowd.
I will run to stand in front of the crowd and shield as many people as possible.
That is going to be a roll to defend.
Oh, gosh.
So it's a roll of plus save.
Come on. Oh, that's not good. Oh, no. That's a 3. That's a 3.
That's actually really great. So you leap from the stairs in front of these people, and you strike a pose, a super pose, to like, I got this. The bullets that fly from the gun bounce off your chest it feels like rapid fire punches to the gut. But like, yeah, you know, you're like, I can take it, I can take it, I can take it, I can take it. To give, because you know you have cameras on you, as the big cameras do exist. However, you do not see that the ricochet of you standing in front of these. There was a older hostage that could not run as fast as everybody else, and a bullet is flying in their direction.
Do I have enough time to stop that?
You see that this is happening, and right before it manages to hit them in the face, a large hand reaches out and the bullet sinks into a burly black and brown claw as a large 9.5-foot tall bear figure stands and kind of throws the bullet down on the ground and roars an incredibly loud animal. I have animals. I don't have incredibly large like at these people, causing them to drop their weapons. And you now have an opportunity to apprehend these things alongside this little thing.
Yeah, I will take those like little partition rope things that banks have. I'll just like using super speed, just gather them up and tie all of the thugs up with them.
Cool. Yeah, give me a directly engaged threat.
Alrighty. 11.
Nice. I'm just gonna double check to make sure. Okay, so yeah, you can resist and avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. You can pick 2.
I will take something from them. I'll take all of their guns away, and I'll create an opportunity for my allies, giving all of the hostages more time to get to safety, and for the officers to come in and arrest these folks.
Cool. So you manage to do that. You kick all, you like wrap them up. You've kind of like gotten them in a position, and then there's a large as the beast creature takes one of the people who like had their hand free and had a grenade, tramps down on their hand, and you see this, and the person's like, ah!
Oh no!
They start screaming, and the beast kind of looks in your direction, and then looks back, and at this point, everybody is safe, as everyone has got out off the top of the building.
I will bravely approach this bear beast person, and I'll just, even though I'm half his height, I'm going to stand like a foot in front of him and look up and say, that is not how we handle criminals.
I'm going to have you roll me a mundane, just a mundane one.
Mundane, that is a 6.
Ooh, on a 6. You don't recognize this person. As cameras start to come in, it's like click, 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 click. People are starting to take pictures. Like the press is here, and they're like, the bear, quick, come on, quick, a photo, please, quick, the bear. We'd love to get. And the crit turns and says, not now. The bear looks back at you, grabs you by the cape, and leaps out from the door onto the roof and to the roof next door. Landing, and lets you go. Upon hearing this name, the bear, you've become aware of 2 things. One, the bear is a member of the Frontier Force. They are a premier superhero group from North Titan mostly. One half of the Frontier Four, or what 1/4 of the Frontier Four, I should say. Also, the bear is a sheep. So that's another. Is famously a she, actually, and is kind of always in this bear massive form, even though they're not particularly super happy about that. What were you thinking?
Listen, you barely becoming bumbling bozo. That's not how you handle criminals. You don't, if there's a danger like that, you don't injure them in that sort of way. Now they'll never reform. What were you thinking?
You were so busy showing off, you almost killed someone.
Yeah. I saw that. What do you want me to do about it?
Who are you, anyway?
Why, I am Go-Go Tornado, premier hero.
Like a big wave of just a hot air kind of like comes out of you as they snort in pure derision of like what you just said. So busy about poses, not thinking about what you need to do.
I did my best.
Wasn't good enough, kid.
Right. Well, I'm going to continue to get better, and you can continue to do what you do.
You are going to move your savior, your superior, down one, and your mundane up one, as this premier hero has sort of shown you up in this particular mode.
Humbled me. But I do appreciate the assist. Thank you for that.
You want to help?
I do.
There's an event happening at the Isle of Remembrance today. Apparently there are rumblings of some sort of protest. Some of the more media-focused heroes are planning to stand around and make sure things don't escalate. Why don't you go over there and see how it's actually protecting people look like?
Well, wouldn't more heroes like me being there make the protesters more angry?
No. You're a deterrent.
Right. And where will you be exactly? In all your berry goodness.
They turn. Their eyes lock on you. You see this animalistic. Are you making a joke at my appearance?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Now this thing is towering over you. I want to say that again.
Where will you be in your berry goodness?
You know what? Assess the situation.
I'm gonna get my ass kicked. Oh gosh, my superior went down by 1, so that's a 6.
Okay, that's a fail. So you think that you got this? Euro, you are not worried. And I'm actually gonna have you take a powerful blow.
Oh no.
So I'm going to need you to roll plus your conditions marked, which is none at the moment. And tell me what you got.
Wham. A 7.
So on a 7, you choose one. You lash out verbally Provoke a teammate to a foolhardy action or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition, which you can't do. 2, you give ground, your opponent gets an opportunity, or you mark 2 conditions.
I don't feel like backing down. I'll mark 2 conditions.
So let me double check here. You are going to mark. Sure, I have all the conditions here. You are going to mark. Afraid and guilty.
Makes sense.
Because you are standing in front of physically the strongest member of the Frontier Force. They are angry at you. You've kind of run your mouth. And it looks like, and so you're just afraid in that aspect, but you're guilty of just like your mess up earlier.
Yeah, he's having a hard time getting that through his head.
You see razor sharp claws out of this large bear paw, and they're moving down to hit you, and you see your like this paw rolling to your face. You know in the depths of your mind, with all of your might and durability, this is gonna really smart. Except for you realize that slow motion isn't in your head. It's actually happening. The bear is in fact moving in slow motion. As you see from behind you, a man eating a sandwich who is sitting at the side of the building that you both are on. Actually, I get the name right. Oh yeah, you see, it is Minuteman, another member of the Fantastic Force, whose power it is to slow things down. He's like, "Oh wow, yeah, you really done did it, kid." So I would probably get out of here. We were about to do some banking when this happened, and so I told her to wait in the car, but she doesn't like to.
Well, you can't really make a bear wait in a car.
Yeah, I know. Also, there's she doesn't like being called a bear. A bear. It's
the bear.
Yeah, it's a kind of a whole thing.
Okay. What should I call her? Just the bear.
I just wouldn't. I'd probably just go on whatever you're gonna do, kid.
Okay, sure. Can you do me a favor, Minuteman? Do you have a picture of her when she's not transformed? I'd love to have it for my social media. My agent knows Photoshop.
Hey, kid, you seem all right. I'm not gonna give you a picture of my friend.
Fair enough. That was a weird thing to ask.
Yeah, it was, kid. All right. You should go.
Yeah, I'm gonna
only hold this for so long.
I'm gonna go.
All right.
I love you guys, by the way. Frontier Force.
Okay.
Frontier Force.
In that weird interaction, I would like you to again move your superior down one and your mundane up another one.
Can't go down any further.
Oh, if you can't go down any further, you're fine. But then move your up one. As we pan away from this scene, our 4 heroes find themselves in different areas of life, different times in their hero's journey. However, this was soon to change as we stop all this stuff and we make our way towards the Isle of Remembrance. The Isle of Remembrance is a location in Titan City that is held in reverence by many of the people who call it home. In the event that cost millions of lives back in the end of the World War, this was where the foundation of Titan City would be. However, there is no foundation without rubble many times. And through the rubble, there were many lives lost. And this island serves as a constant reminder of what came before. We're going to take a quick break to go to the bathroom, and we'll come back with the big bit.
Sounds good.
Well done. Sounds great.
No, not stop. I'll pause recording. All right. So our camera zooms into the Isle of Remembrance, a giant man-made island. I'm going to start that over. The camera flies into the Isle of Remembrance, a manufactured island built by the people of Titan City to remember the lost. There are large obsidian pillars that stretch high into the sky and go pretty much down the entire length of the island itself. Think of the Statue of Liberty, Liberty Island. It's a place you can walk around, take pictures, but each of those pillars have thousands of names etched in them for those that we know to have been lost in the event that eventually created Titan City. Today, however, it is not just a place where people can come and remember those who have passed on. It is housing a very special event. That event is one of women in business, I guess. It is I got to think of a cooler name than that. It is women in industry. I like that better. Women in industry. A celebration of amazing women doing amazing things, both in Titan City and essentially around the country. Titan City is a hub of progress and adventure, and so it is obvious that this would be a place where people would come and hear those speak. One of the most controversial figures to speak is that of Rachel Rhodes. This is Rachel Rhodes' first appearance in public ever since last year, when the incredibly popular worldwide multimedia event that was her wedding to the one, the only top hero of the planet Earth, Gladiator. As everyone knows, at least everyone with the access to internet, television, radio, or a newspaper, that wedding was not to end peacefully. As it was revealed worldwide for everyone to see, hear, or read, that the villain, Richard Magnus, actually was having a torrid affair with Rachel Rhodes during their engagement, causing the Gladiator to fly into a rage and try to end the villain's life. However, as also everyone saw, heard, and read, that upon flying into the Pitton Penitentiary in South Central, the Gladiator's powers were stripped by the field that covers the entire region, allowing for Richard Magnus to beat the number one hero within an inch of his life before being saved by the prison guards. Rachel Rhodes has not been seen in public since that day. However, in the amazing Women of Industry event, Rachel Rhodes had agreed to speak, creating a massive uproar and press frenzy. However, as always, the Daily Oracle, Rachel Rhodes' former employer, current employer, depending on who you ask, has an exclusive for not only all the speeches that are going on, but exclusively a speech of Rachel Rhodes. Now, West Titan High is one of the many schools across Titan City that has brought a few students for extracurricular and or extra credit to come and hear the various women speak on a myriad of issues. And that is where we find our three heroes today. On the ferry from West Titan to the Island of Remembrance, Chris, Ishtar, and Vi. You find yourselves watching the waves go by as Happy Land and West Titan fades in the distance, and the island of Remembrance makes itself more visible. As you are going through the water and watching the waves, you don't notice a shaky, sort of bobbing, flailing figure up ahead of you, flying towards this area, landing with a little bit of a stutter step towards some of the other heroes that have gathered in front of a sizable crowd of people. We'll go back towards the boat, however, as the three of you see the island of Remembrance growing larger in the horizon. What? I'll say that you guys are all on the boat. You have your classmates around you. Some, not everybody, not all your classmates around you, but you have some. Vi, the only people that you really recognize, Vanessa Chase, who already said they were going to be there. A couple of Vanessa's friends. Your friends said no to this. They don't need the extra credit nor care. But also the weird French girl that you are lab partners with in class.
Vi is hung over the side of the ferry, mumbling something about shouldn't have had that second pretzel.
As you are mumbling about this, you feel like a soft arm brush against yours as Chrysanthemum has like come up next to you and is like, "What do you think is down there?"
Probably
As she's
fish.
staring into the water.
Probably fish.
Just fish?
No, probably plants too.
I can feel them down there.
Yeah, there's no way you're French.
What do you mean? I am the Frenchest French person you have ever met.
You got me there. And then I take another herb.
If you have a little bit of dandelion root, it can help.
Oh, yes, of course. Let me just reach in my pocket and pull up. I don't have any dandelion roots.
You mean you don't carry it on you at all times? I thought
You mean you do?
She reaches into her pocket and pulls out like a whole ass dandelion that like the roots are like going down like through her fingers and there's like dirt as well. It's very fresh. No pesticides.
I can see that. I'm good. Thank you.
All right.
Oh
Puts it
my
back into her pocket.
God. Like, look at the freaks hanging out together. Ugh, my goodness. If I didn't need the extra credit from partying all the time, I wouldn't even be anywhere near here, says Vanessa Chase to her two friends that are giggling at the sight of you two hanging out together.
I glare at her and I say, "Hey, look, Vanessa, a bigger fountain."
She just like she has like nothing to say, like, oh my God, I can't even believe it. Like, what are you even doing here? Don't you like have to like, I don't know.
What is there not to believe? We are right here in front of you. I don't know why you would not believe that when it is clearly happening.
I'm sorry, Moulin Rouge. I live in America. I can't really understand you. Do you think you could speak English?
Oh, I am speaking English. Is there something wrong with your ears that you cannot hear me correctly? Do you need to get them checked? I would get that checked out because you know we are going to a speech, and as you said, you need the extra credit.
Oh my gosh, do you hear her? Do you even understand what she's saying? The other one's like, yeah, Vanessa, she said that you need to get your ears checked. I know what she said, Bethany. God.
Then why did you
Any-
say that you didn't? I don't understand.
it doesn't matter. It actually doesn't even matter because, like, your first of all, green hair really, like, ugh, stop trying to be Billie Eilish. You're not Billie Eilish, okay? And then also, like, you you just stay over there. I don't want any of these other kids to think that we go to the same school. All right.
Happily.
I'm starting to get really concerned about her. I think there might be something wrong.
I wouldn't worry about her too
She's not
much.
she does not believe what she sees. She cannot hear. Something is very wrong with Vanessa.
She
Vanessa,
lives
go ahead.
she lives in a planet of ego.
Hmm.
Vanessa goes over towards another area of the ship where there's a gentleman looking rough and rugged against the waves of the boat, and you see like her and her friends are kind of like talking, and she goes over and she's like over to this to Ishtar, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, can you believe that we have to like go to this like stupid like island thing for like whatever?"
He has like a paint pen. He's tagging the boat. And he like looks up at her and he's like, "Oh, you're not here because you want to be here?"
Like like no, like I'm just here because like I have to take extra credit because like I was out partying with my friends. Are you from South?
Yeah, I go to South High sometimes.
Is it like really bad there? Like it's like really bad there, right?
Uh, well, it's just a high school. I mean, it's not protected by the big metas like you guys have. So
Yeah, my gosh, that's so crazy. Like have you ever like seen anyone get like shot at?
yeah, let's see if she's asking that really, or if she's trying to make fun of me.
Do
Can
an
I try to
assessment
pierce? Can
situation.
I try to pierce the mask here?
Oh, pierce the mask. That's better. That's better. That's better.
I just want to see if she's trying to, get me to do something weird or say something stupid. I want to see if she's trying to make the fool of me. Plus mundane. No, yeah, plus mundane. That's a 12.
Ooh, all right. You can ask three. What are you really planning? What do you want me to do? What do you intend to do? How can I get your character to blank? Or how can I gain influence over you? Those are you can ask three of those questions.
What is she really planning? What does she want me to do? And how do I get her to leave?
Okay. You can get the instance that she is trying to like get you to hit on her. One, that's what she wants you to do.
Great.
She's planning on making herself seem more desirable by having everyone see that a person is hitting on her.
Mm-hmm.
And to make her leave, you could insult her. You could tell that like we lost Steph.
Oh no.
We lost Steph. I'm gonna pause the recording. Okay. So what she wants you to do is to hit on her in front of everybody. What she's really planning to do is to make herself seem more desirable and like more cool by having someone from South that's like a dangerous area hitting on her. And how you can get her to leave is to embarrass her in front of everybody.
Which will say, listen, if you're really into supporting females in industry, maybe you should ditch the flirting game and show up to the events where women speak, instead of just trying to impress me. It's not enough to bat your eyelashes and pretend to care about equality. Uh, so if you're serious about it, actions speak louder than words.
she takes a powerful blow. As you hear a couple people going, ooh, as teenagers are like, ah, chatter. Oh my God. I was just trying to be nice because you're from like a ghetto district. Like, wow. Okay. Oh my God. Like, you're so toxic. You're toxic, actually. And like, I don't even want to be about. And like, you're just like drawing on a boat. Who even like does that? Oh my God. And like, so she leaves, and her friends are like, oh my God, Vanessa. But in that little moment where the attention has been on so the energy has been there. Vi, you see Ishtar on the other side of the boat, and Ishtar, you see Vi on the other side of the boat.
Flip my pen up into my pockets, and kind of like look around and just kind of spotted, nowhere to go. So I'll walk across towards them, and be like, "Hey, I've got ginger candies in my pocket. My mom uses these. My mom used to use these for long car rides. They're kind of good for upset stomachs."
I grimly look up from the railing and hold out my hand and accept one candy.
Is that a dandelion?
Yes.
Where did you find one of those on a boat?
Oh no, this dandelion has been with me since this morning, actually.
They make great tea, I
They
guess.
do make great tea.
Hi, I'm Ish. Nice to meet you.
Oh, I'm Chrysanthemum, but you can call me Chris. Nice to
Oh,
meet you.
are you friends with Vi?
Yes, we study, we have
We're
biology.
lab partners. We're lab partners.
Yeah, we don't really have labs down in South. They just study science out of books. But yeah, I guess that's cool. So you guys blow stuff up?
No, we just have chemistry, bio and biochemistry together.
Are you like European or something?
My accent is French.
Oh, yeah, I guess that
Yes.
tracks.
Yes, no, I am not from here. I am an exchange student, actually.
My accent is South, so I guess uh, since we're exchanging nonsense, Vi, you have a show tonight, right? Are you playing?
I look you up and down and I see a tag that I'm familiar with. And I say, and Vi says, hey, wait a minute. I recognize that symbol. Yeah, I think you've tagged one of my posters before. Actually, quite a few of my posters now that I put it together. Interesting.
Oh, so
Very
you play
Ghost
games
Note?
together.
interesting.
You're lit.
Chris is amazing.
Snow? Oh, look at the Ghost Note logo. No, these tags are not all of these tags are done by me. You know, I've got like some friends that tag too.
Hmm. I'll be keeping that in mind.
Yeah. Uh, Sorry about that. I didn't. I'm not targeting your band or anything. I like your music.
Oh, you've heard my band, huh? You've actually heard it.
It's not my usual style, but I don't want to be genre-phobic. Uh,
Genre-phobic. That one's in my personal lexicon. Thanks for that one.
yeah, I mean, Do you play music, Chris?
You really the I only play music on the full moon, um on like a flute, and that's really it.
How very French of you.
Yeah.
Yes, we would do that at my home. My home.
Mm. And
Stage
where is
11.
that exactly?
It's a very long ways away. It's a very, very small town. You would not have heard of it. You really would not have heard of it.
Yeah. I pray for that other kid.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sure he is having a very fun time.
Can you two just scoot over a little? Just a little bit here. Yeah, perfect. And then I take my pen out and I start tagging another part of the bug.
As Ishtar begins to vandalize this trip, you make your way closer to the Isle of Remembrance. As the ferry moves in, the camera moves out towards a group of people kind of outside of the Isle of Remembrance. Now, normally, this place is silent, quiet. It's a place of reverence, solitude. People come, they'll walk, they'll cry, they'll leave flowers. That's kind of the thing. But today it's different. Not only are there a lot of press here, just in general, there is a larger than normal contingent of people who are here in protest. Now, you would say, well, surely people aren't protesting the concept of women in industry. And for that, I'd say, you haven't lived in America very long. But more specifically, there is a contingent of people who are protesting specifically Rachel Rowe's involvement in this event. Because, as the people of Titan City and around the world have sort of known, Rachel Rhodes is a representative of a group of people that stand in direct opposition to a separate group. Those who love, engage, and actively support metahumans and aliens, extra-dimensional beings intermingling with the humans of Earth. Rachel Rhodes famously was one such champion of this ideal until her recent fall from grace. But she still sort of represents this group of people who are pushing for tolerance and inclusivity. These people protesting are on the opposite side of that coin. Many of whom are sporting things like Earth is for humans, humans for human rights, various signs around those natures. Aliens go home. No, like our dimension's the only good dimension. Various bigoted things. And there's a lot of kind of people of all shapes and sizes, ironically. They're yelling and shouting for this sort of thing. There are a group of heroes kind of standing in between a group of the protesters and the sort of barricade that has been set up that will allow those from the ferry to go into the main building where the event is being held. There are also people who are just sort of protesting that this event is happening at the Isle of Remembrance in general, because they just don't really like that concept of that. There we find Go-Go Tornado, who's kind of just like made their way to the group of other heroes. Your costume and outfit has sort of given you away as not a member of the protest, especially because you flew in. So you are going to kind of be stopped by a random hero who's going to be like, hey, yo, kid, come over here.
Yeah. What's up? What do you need?
Who are you? I don't recognize it.
Oh, you don't recognize the T on my chest? I'm Go-Go Tornado.
Go what now?
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Oh, okay. I don't know. You got
No,
wind.
I don't have tornado powers.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Iron Bull. He like slaps his chest. Iron Bull here. I'm guessing you're here to help.
Yeah. Where do you need me stationed?
Well, we got a lot of press out here, and we're gonna keep these protesters from doing a whole lot. So I think I'm gonna probably keep you inside the building where the cameras can't see you, kid.
Is there any way I can convince you to put me where the cameras are?
You see, this is a pretty big deal, and I don't want them to
Mhm.
think that we're just letting any cape off the street come and help out. So it's best to just stay out of sight. And we got another busload of other kids. You could probably hang out with them.
Right. So you want me to babysit?
Exactly. You know how it is. You're what? 15?
Older, but I understand.
Yeah. Just go inside and go past. Maybe you'll even be able to meet one of the other pantheons of justice, huh? That'll
Yeah,
be nice. Autograph.
maybe. Hey, Iron Bull, can you do me a favor though?
Oh,
Can I get a selfie real quick?
uh, uh, sure. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, dope. And he'll just like,
He's like doesn't.
yeah. He'll match the pose with him while he's taking the selfie. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate
Yep. Stay in school, kid. And it's like,
it. You too.
So go.
You've been inside.
You head inside. We will, as you're inside. No, they've left. No, you're inside. And you see like this a large kind of situation. There's a bunch of chairs and stuff set up for speeches. This is the multi-purpose area of the Island of Remembrance. You see a few security officers kind of walking around. This place is usually protected. It is semi a military base, like a military station. So there are soldiers here, but a lot of them are also outside because it's just a lot of perimeter to look at. And inside, you see a bunch of chairs. There's a stage. There's very large pillars that are standing up that says "We will never forget." Like four pillars that are kind of standing up there. There's a stage. People are kind of like milling about. There are press in here, but it's all Daily Oracle press because, again, they got the exclusive for the inside of this event. And there aren't a lot of heroes in here. In fact, there aren't any costume heroes that you can see that are walking around in this area.
He's just gonna sort of like just walk like forward and just kind of take it all in. It's the first time he's been here, so
Roll to assess the situation.
not bad. Assess the situation is superior. Oh gosh, it's worse than it could have been. A 7.
7. You can ask one of these questions. What here can I use to blank? What here is the biggest threat? What here is in the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me? And how can we best end this quickly?
Who here is most vulnerable to me?
As you are looking around this area, you notice a large black man in uniform. They are yes, you see a large black man in uniform, and standing, they have a clear prosthetic leg, and it looks like they also have like a prosthetic arm as well. It's proudly displayed, both the arm and the leg, if I'm correct on that one, Ro. And standing next to that person is the one and only Rachel Rhodes. Currently, the most vulnerable person in the room. Not only as she is the subject of all of the ire in this area, but also is well known that she is a non-powered human lady who is currently in the midst of one of the biggest controversies in the superheroing world. Um, so she's technically the most vulnerable in this whole room right now.
If
To
she's
you
not,
and really to anyone else.
if she's not actively in a conversation, I'd like to go up to her and introduce myself.
She is not actively in conversation, doesn't look like.
I will approach her and just Miss Rhodes.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hello.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Go Tornado, and he'll stick out his hand to shake.
Back up, son. Hey,
Apologies.
hey, watch yourself, son. Who sent you in here? Says the large black man.
Iron Bull sent me in here.
Ugh. All right. Well, just watch what the sun moves there. We're having a.
Yeah, of course.
It's all right. Thank you. You said your name was
Go Tornado. You can call me Go.
Okay. Well, hello, Coco. Thank you. Thank you for helping out today.
Of course. It's an honor to be here.
Oh,
I've never seen the inside of this place before, so it's all fresh to me.
huh. These young kids never come to the island remembrance? What the hell is this?
Well, it's not that I don't want to, it's I never got the opportunity to.
Oh, too busy getting your cape dry cleaned.
Sure, if that's what you want to call it.
I'd like to call it this whole mess done so we can get back to doing what we're supposed to do, which is giving people a chance to mourn their loved ones. But we got this circus today.
Yeah, I mean, but it's things like this are good. It's good as sort of a relief from constantly, thinking about your grief and your mistakes.
Yeah, I like that. It's nice to not think about your mistakes all the time.
Yeah, everyone, despite your mistakes, everyone deserves another chance anyway. And I think that's, what days like this are about.
Thank you, Coco. I really needed to hear that.
Of course. Good luck today.
Go, move your superior up one.
Woo!
And your mundane down one.
No!
All right. The ferry docks at the Isle of Remembrance as you all sort of hear the sounds of this rabble outside. Security officers sort of like usher you towards the inside. Vi, some of these people recognize you and are kind of just like, they give you a nod as you're making your way in. This isn't your first time here.
Yeah, I mean, rightly, she nods back and just kind of like tries to shrug it off before anyone else notices.
You all make your way inside, and as you do, the doors close behind you and the sounds of the large group outside fades away. At first, the day is regular. A couple people speaking about STEM, speaking about zoology, space travel, even the hero, Mrs. Frontier from the Frontier Foundation is actually there to talk about women in the industries of science and exploration. So that's actually pretty cool, but she doesn't stay. She speaks and she leaves. I will say, as someone who might be pretty invested in famous humans, Chris, you see a pretty frosty moment between Mrs. Frontier and Rachel Rhodes as she leaves Rachel Rhodes handshakeless as she leaves the podium, off to do whatever she was doing. And Rachel Rhodes takes a second to gather herself before taking the podium. As she stands there, the flash bulbs really start going and people are really like tuned in. And she says, hello, everyone. My name is Rachel Rhodes. Obviously, I'm not obviously. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done this. Ha 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 ha. Polite laughter. I'm here to talk about women in journalism and how it's important for us to be able to be a part of the news and the stories we tell about the world that we all share. So often, our field has been dominated by men and how they want the stories told. So often, we miss out on so much when you leave out so much. And that's what made me want to get into journalism in the first place. Because I didn't hear any of these stories from my perspective or about girls like me. And we know so often how the news can sort of just twist things, and when you only have the one perspective, and then as she starts speaking, there is a large explosion as everyone starts screaming and running around. From the back of the stage, a group of armed individuals start quickly running around. One person leaps onto the stage. They have a large suit with bright red hair. It looks like a super suit, though it's different. There's wires and mechs, and the hair goes down long to their back. The symbols on their right arms of these people are one that is familiar to many around Titan's city and around the world. These are the angels of man. The Angels of Men are a group of radical human rights activists, though many people would just simply refer to them as a terrorist organization. Their aim is to completely erase the world of metahumans and any other non-human entity. There are some who say that the Angels of Men are just a simple political or simple group with their own values and morals that should have the right to express them. But on the very radical side are people like this, armed, dangerous, and ready to strike. The one on the stage with their long, red, razor-like looking hair and an Angels of Man suit has a mask that splits open like this, revealing a chalk white face with bulging red eyes. Like just red, not like piercing red, but it's like tired. They said, "All right, nobody move. I am one of the Angels of Man, and behold, the hour of your reckoning as nigh. You meta lover, you know what you did. And all of you sit here and listen to their filth. No more! I am here to put an end to what Magnus started a year ago. For I am the Angel of Man's greatest, newest servant of justice and righteousness. Behold, Ariel!" You can tell that the person in the suit is waiting for something, and he goes, "Ariel!"
Like the Little Mermaid?
Who said that? Who said that? I don't think I thought they weren't going to say that. Ariel means Lion of God it means it in Hebrew, and I'm an angel. It's an angel name, and I don't care about the movie or the thing. This is a good angel name.
But you have red hair.
Who keeps saying that? The movie it's different. It's spelt differently. Mine has an apostrophe, and it doesn't matter. I want you, and he points to Rachel, to call Gladiator here right now, or I am going to ask my men to start taking these people. He won't come. Yes, he will, if he knows his beloved Rachel's in danger.
After the evil laugh, Gogo will stand up from where he is. Gladiator's not coming today, but you can deal with me.
What? Who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am, because I'm the guy who's going to kick your ass.
Ooh. All right. Well, I gotta find a cool thing.
A couple kids definitely go, ooh.
Yeah. Chris leans over to Vi and is like, I did not realize we were going to a play. This is much more exciting than I anticipated.
One of the soldiers is going to moves to do something, and you hear the sound of a laser rifle going off. Actually, not a laser rifle. We'll just do a regular gun.
Ooh.
And that soldier falls back. Suddenly, the energy in the room is very different. You see the soldier spins around, his arm getting shot by one of these blasts. And now the students and the rest of the people are kind of like moving around. It is all the heroes are outside. Nobody knows that this is going on inside. It's up to you to be able to protect these people.
Where did that gunfire come from?
Yeah, one of the people apparently shot the soldier. Ishtar, how do you break away from the group?
She's gonna pull like a classic mask out of his back pocket. No, he'll put his black bandana on over the front of his face, and he'll start to step around and say, everybody, start to work your way towards the back of the room. And I'm gonna push through the crowd towards that security guard who just got shot.
Okay, you're pushing your way through the crowd. You get to that security guard. What are you gonna do?
I'm also kind of like looking around for which one shot. But Ish is gonna basically put himself in between him and them. He's gonna put his hands out, and he's just gonna sort of like start to watch as like a light mist begins to manifest off of the forearms that are exposed, and his bones begin to thicken. And he's gonna look around for that shooter.
All right, give me assess the situation.
Take money rolls. Plus superior. That's an 8.
All right, you got one. What can I use to blank? Where's the biggest threat? Who here is in the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me? How could we best end this quickly?
What here can I use to protect the most civilians?
Ooh. Probably what you could use to protect the most civilians is there is a larger door that leads to the outside, like a big shutter type door that you could probably open that'll let people out, as opposed to the one like in and out door that they have right now that's currently manned by a Angel of Man person.
I'll grab the radio off of this guard's belt. I'll be like, I'm gonna get you some help. And as I run towards that door, you watch Ish like sort of parkour off of a couple things to get over the crowd. He's like running along the wall for a second before he grabs onto something and swings over the top of these people. And then as he comes to the door, he puts the radio up. He says, "Don't fire! Don't fire!" And I'm gonna take my fist and bash the door and try to throw it open.
Okay, we're gonna have you're bashing the door to throw it open. Chris, you see this bandana masked figure sort of like flip around and start punching at the door. What do you do?
She is going to are we in like theater type seats?
Yep, it's like theater type seats.
Okay, cool. She's gonna drop down, so she's hidden, and is gonna be like, "Oh, my agent is gonna kill me." And the wings, like her dragonfly wings, pop out. Her antlers grow back from her head, and her tail pops out. And as her wings pop out, like little like fairy dust kind of like floats all around her, and all of a sudden she is in like, think like Poison Ivy meets Cottagecore, but make it Asgard fashion is kind of what she's wearing, as she is in the dress of her people. And she's gonna fly up, reach into her pocket and pull out the dandelion that she had been carrying with her. She's gonna throw it onto the ground and use the vines to start to build a wall to keep distance between the dude on the stage and all the students trying to run.
Okay, roll Unleash Your Powers, please.
Okay. Oh, that's so bad.
Oh, no.
I'm so sad. Even with my +3, that's a 6.
Ooh, on a 6. Dang. Okay. So you throw the dandelion, and you're like, you kind of like create a wall, and accidentally, you're nervous. You know you shouldn't be doing this. The wall actually forms around a bunch of kids and this guy and Rachel Rhodes, sort of creating a dandelion type barrier. There's a good group of people that are on the other side of it, but there's still like 12 kids and Rachel Rhodes and this main guy now trapped inside this big old thing. You see some hands like, oh, help!
Oops, sorry.
Vi! Here you are. You see this thing that's been made. What do you do?
Can I use the F card?
You can use the F card.
I look up at Chris flying around and I say, I fucking knew it. I knew you were French. And Vi, oh gosh, what does Vi do? Vi runs to the stage, thinking that maybe the cover of the dandelions can get her a sneak attack on Ariel.
Okay, I'm gonna have you roll to directly engage a threat, but I'll have you do that at with a -1 because of the damage in the way.
It is an 8 minus 1. That's a 7.
Okay, you get to do one thing. Pick one. Resist or avoid the blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Mm.
And explain what you do to get to this guy.
Right. So, I am digging through the dandelions to get to the people inside, and I just so happen to see little tufts of red hair on the other side of this, and put my hand in and end up pulling off Ariel's mask.
Got it. So you you're brushing it, you get in, you grab his and you rip it off. As you rip, so you're taking something from him. That's what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're taking off his mask. You feel razor sharp blades digging into your hands as this hair seems to be made of like razor sharp material, cutting your hands pretty bad. You take the helm from him, which seems to like short circuit like kind of the suit that he was wearing. But you are now, it would have you mark a condition and will mark probably angry.
Okay.
As you're like ow, like your hands you're hurt, but you're rocking. Go. You see this guy all of a sudden this ripped off his like super suit head thing. Now it's kind of like open at the top.
Sort of using that as a distraction, he's going to use his super speed to get up to Rachel Rhodes and try to get her to somewhere safe right away.
All right, roll to defend someone.
Let's go. Okay, not bad. And I'm right now defend someone is Savior, so that is a 9.
Ooh, okay. So you protect her, but you either expose yourself to danger or accelerate the situation. So what would you rather do?
Expose myself to danger.
Okay, so you run through, creating a big old hole in the dandelion wall, and you grab Rachel Rhodes and you kind of like throw her away. When you do, you expose your back and you see Ariel whip out like a laser weapon and go to attack you with it. Chris, you see this about to happen. What would you like to do?
I want to send the like dandelions they have like woven together to make this wall. I want them instead to like shoot out and try and like wrap around Ariel to keep him from hurting my friend.
All right.
Or this other person. We're not even friends yet. I want to help this person.
We're lab partners.
Yeah, a roll directly engaged threat.
Okay. Okay. That was almost good, but I have a -1 to danger. So that's a 6 instead of a 7.
Okay. So this is what I'm gonna have you do. The dandelions shoot out. Instead of you do keep Go from getting hit by this laser weapon, mostly because the dandelions hit him and sent him rocketing into the giant pillar that says never
forget.
Cracking it as it starts to lean down, like starting to fall down. You Ishtar, you're like punching at this door and you see like it kind of creaks open a little bit, and so it's open, but as you turn you see this large pillar about to fall, and there is that black soldier who is actually in the middle of fighting Angel of Man person, does not see that this thing is about to fall on them. What are you going to do?
I'm going to put on my game face. When I commit myself to save someone or defeat a terrible enemy, I mark a condition and take +1 ongoing to all rolls in pursuit of that goal. So I'm going to go ahead and put my game face on and try to defend this man from the falling pillar. I think I'm going to mark afraid, if you don't mind. I think
that makes sense.
That sounds like the one it makes most sense to me. So in that case, I'm going to roll to defend.
Yep, roll to defend someone.
You see Ish just like, he pulls this thing aside. He says, go, get going. And then he sprints with just this impossible mobility. He goes up, around, and over the crowd, like Prince of Persia style. And that's 7.
7. All right. So you save them, but you expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. Which one would you rather do?
I think this makes sense to expose myself to danger. I'm gonna take this pillar on myself.
Okay, so you kind of like, you're rushing. You flip over a person. You manage to like I'm gonna say you drop kick the bad guy, which knocks him and the other guy over and out of the path of this thing. But this thing is falling down on you, and it manages, and this thing is falling down on you. You cannot get away on your own. Bye. What do you do? See this about to crash.
Yeah. I from the back of my my military jacket, I pull out drumsticks, and I'm headed towards Ish and the column, and with full intention to split the column so that it either is easily more shruggable off or at least weighs less on impact.
All right, roll Unleash Your Powers, please.
That is an 8.
On an 8, you can either mark a condition, or I will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
I think I will mark insecure, just because she's not sure it's gonna work.
So as you come over, you flip your drumsticks around in your hands, and you slam it against the pillar, and it shatters. Like there's a loud as it shatters in a bunch of pieces, and actually the pieces are so small that they start ricocheting off of people. They're not hurting them, but that pillar is gone. Not even like a little bit. Go-Go, you get from the ground, being showered in pebbles. You see Ariel kind of looking around as the soldiers are starting to kind of like starting to try to figure out what they're supposed to do. You see Ariel in a moment of not quite sure what's happening.
Using that moment and seeing other people seemingly helping out, he's gonna start knocking out guards, just as many as possible. Just like punch him in the chin, knocking as many out as possible as fast as he can.
Okay, because these are
style
regular, because these are regular Angel of Man guards, and you have superpowers, I'm not actually going to have you roll directly engage threat, because they're not actually threats to you. As you kind of run around, punch, you start knocking out guards, but I will have you roll assess the situation.
Ooh. Oh, that's not good. Oh, what is that? Superior? Okay, my superior is almost back to normal. So that is a 5.
Ooh, that's a fail. You don't see what is about to happen. So you're punching out guards. Punch. And you feel, after you punch someone, you feel a weird sting in the back of your neck. And you turn around, but you don't see anything around. However, Chris, I would like you to roll me and assess the situation.
Okay.
One of us has to figure it out.
That is an 8.
8.
Nice.
You got a bunch of questions. You can ask me one.
Yep. I want to know what is our biggest threat here?
Right now, your biggest threat is Ariel, as they are still have their laser gauntlets up and are ready to strike. Rachel Rhodes is safe, but there are still like 4 or 5 kids who haven't run out the hole that Go-Go had made in the dandelion cage. You have an opportunity to do something about it right now.
Okay. I am gonna try and get them an opportunity by like she's gonna like sit down with like her legs crossed up on top of the dandelion wall and say down to Ariel,
You see, this is why you humans just mess everything up. You had this big plan and all these ideas, and look, a couple of teenagers are causing all these problems from you. How does that feel?
Ooh, that sounds like provoke someone.
oh yeah, that's what I'm going for.
All right, roll and provoke someone.
Oh my god! That's 2 1s.
Oh no!
Plus 3.
Snake
or plus
eyes.
2. So that's 4.
Yeesh. So with a 4,
Ooh.
you hear them. You say
Oh wait,
like
plus 1 more. 5.
5. Ariel's like,
Yikes.
it's like, you filthy meta scum. This, like, you think you can get in my head? You think you can take what is rightfully man's? I'll show you. And you'll see he takes his laser gauntlets together and he starts to build up like this laser, and he looks like he's about to release a large blast of energy at these 5 children remaining inside of this thing. Chris, I'm gonna have you. You got a moment to do something. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to. She's gonna launch forward and land on the ground much more heavily than she should for her size.
Ooh.
As then she starts to grow taller and her skin becomes covered in bark as she turns into a giant oak tree.
A giant tree!
As she stands in front of them and says, "Well, I guess you'll have to deal with me."
I love that there's a tree boy.
Oh yeah, she speaks like an ent.
Yeah.
So I want to defend them. I want to like
you.
block them with my body,
All right.
my big tree body.
Give me a defend. Give me a defend somebody roll. That's so great. I love that.
Oh my god, these dice can't do anything. I even have a +1 because of my assess the situation, and it's a 5.
Oof. All right. I'm gonna have you. Oh man, defend someone. If you fail, dang. This is what I'm gonna have you do. You're gonna take a powerful blow. So roll to take a powerful blow, and then we'll see what happens.
That's 5.
5. Oh no! On a miss, you stand strong. Mark potential as normal, and say how you weather the blow.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm gonna have you get hit. You're gonna jump down, and you're gonna put yourself in between yourself and these people, and it's going to hit them, and it's gonna blow you back onto them. So it's gonna hurt them, but it's not going to kill them, like the laser would have done a moment ago.
Okay.
So describe how you how you weather the blow.
Okay, so she's like, okay, I'm gonna use a cultural reference. Like she's like the ent leaning into the water as like the flood is coming at the end of Two Towers, but then she's gonna fall backwards because she can't quite make it. As there's like scorch marks a little bit on her bark, but she goes down. She's gonna say, "Timber!" She falls backwards.
You hear a couple of people like scream out, but they're crawling out as now the caged dandelion has been blown away, and they're kind of like falling out. Most of them are leaving through the hole that Ishtar has made, and Ishtar, you see Ariel sort of standing above this giant ent creature that wasn't there a second ago. What do you do?
Yeah, Ish kind of emerges from the rubble. The majority of that probably crashed down on him, and he kind of like dusts himself off as he looks up and he sees this huge tree, and he's like, I don't think that was here before. And then he sees Ariel with those gauntlets, and I think I'm just gonna directly engage him. I start to move forward, and you watch as the heels of my feet start to grow out from my shoes. I drop both sneakers off my feet, and my bones get really dense at the bottom. And you watch as he like flips up and brings an axe kick down on the back of Ariel's head.
Ooh, there we go. Directly engage the threat.
Nice. Nice.
I am not
Big
very good at
money.
this.
Big money.
I am not very good at this, but that is plus danger for an 8.
All right, you get to pick. You get pick one. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies. Impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I think Ish is going to try to create an opportunity for his allies. This is really, as much as it's probably going to hurt, really more of a distraction strike. And as he hits, he's going to let that mist like erupt out of him and try to sort of duck back into it.
So you come down with an axe kick, hitting his head down, a mist explodes, and you hear a roar of pain as he hits you with the electric beam that sends you flying off and crashing into some of the seats. I'll have you mark another condition for me. Probably afraid. No, you're already afraid. Angry.
Angry or insecure?
Insecure, yeah, because you just got wailed back. However, you do leave an opening for Go-Go and Vi. Both of you are... you see Ariel like reeling. There's like blood trickling from the top of his head, and he no longer he doesn't have his helmet anymore, which would have protected him from something like that. So now he's kind of like, whoa. Both of you, what do you do? We'll start with Vi, and then we'll go to Go-Go.
Well, last close combat move did not go so hot, so I am going to use the second drumstick that I have in my other hand and send a wave across the stage at Ariel.
Okay, I'm still gonna have that be directly engaged threat, so I'll have you roll.
Okay. That is a 6.
Oof, that's a fail. So as you send your thing down, it shockwaves. Your stick splits in two, and it rockets, and it hits the two other pillars, causing them to crack, and they start to fall in towards Ariel. In fairness, but now it's like just like they're destroyed and they're falling down. Go-Go, you see this. What are you gonna do? Ariel is still completely like, ugh.
So I'm going to use my star move, Time for the Show, and I'm gonna do a flamboyant display of my powers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to grip Ariel by those laser gauntlets, and seeing that the pillars are coming down right on top of him, I'm gonna swing him outward towards the middle of the room, but hold on to the gauntlets so that he comes out of the gauntlets, but the gauntlets stay with me, and I'm gonna, when he flies out of them, I'm gonna crush the gauntlets in my hands.
Nice. Roll to directly engage a threat. I'm gonna give you a +2.
Didn't need it. That is a 12.
All right. Well, you pick 2. Resist and avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies. Impress, surprise, frighten the opposition.
Actually, with my Time for the Show ability, let's see. I am going to, with one of those moves, if anyone is still present, I'm going to have them I want them to take out their phones and start taking pictures of me and filming me.
Yep.
And then the other one, you said it's directly engage?
Yep.
I guess I'm taking the gauntlets from him.
Okay. So, you whip him, whoosh, he flies out of his gauntlets, and you're stronger than you even know. His body kind of whips ragdolls around in the air and hits the wall, knocking him unconscious.
What I would like to do, I would like to stand there and let the pillars fall on top of me so that when like the dust and rubble clears, I'm just standing there with the crushed gauntlets in my hand.
You have and it's really great. And for like a good 2 seconds, like as the pillars are falling, you see out of the corner of your eye, Rachel Rhodes has her phone out. Because you've talked to her earlier, and she is like snapped a picture of you or something. You see that you have your phone on, and there's these pillars that are coming down, and you're like, I'm gonna do this. Because you didn't resist or avoid their blows, however, they are heavier than you expected, and buckles you down, and you kind of fall down as they smash you through the ground. However, with that, the dust settles. Everyone is like, the dust settles. Other heroes pour into the room and manage to grab the other angels of man. You see Iron Bull sort of like grab Ariel, and the other media people start coming in and start taking pictures. There is a loud flash, 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 as people are looking around and be like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? You hear the sound of like choppers coming in and things happening. You have saved the day. However, the Island of Remembrance, at least the main room here, is completely destroyed.
There's one pillar left.
There's one pillar left. It just says, forget.
Wondering which one.
As people are trying to find their friends, their loved ones, as the chaos begins to die down, and the heroes and law enforcement begin to like round up the angels of man. Press began to ask what happened. And the overwhelming response was, we were attacked by this terrorist organization, and these 4 young heroes stepped up when all the other heroes were outside and saved the day. This story begins to cycle, even as some people point out the destruction of the Isle of Remembrance, the injuries to the various people, the mood is a little mixed about what happened, as well as the why didn't the heroes send more established people inside? How did they get inside in the first place? But what came of it at the end of the day was these 4 young heroes and a video taken by one Rachel Rhodes that went viral across the world for a short bit of time, as the news cycles tend to swallow things up. However, it was that of Go-Go Tornado standing with a shaft of light and sprinkles of rubble falling around him in a heroic pose, not unlike that of a one gladiator in his first ever picture taken from the Daily Oracle. It didn't show the subsequent crushing of the pillars, as Rachel Rhodes is kind and knows the value of a tasteful edit. That being said, you 4 heroes find yourself in a very interesting position. As the Daily Oracle, at some point in time, finds you all, however they do, and ask you to be a part of a brand new documentary of the future of heroism. And that is where we will begin our story. Thank you, everybody, for watching Sidekicked Origins. Chances are you've already know what this is if you're watching this. But this is actually the very first time we've all gotten together and doing any of this. It's been super fun. So real quick, I want to go through everybody again, tell them who you are, who you're playing, and where they can find you on the internet. And yeah, we'll see you at more Sidekick things. And if you like what you're watching, make sure you tell your friends about it, tell people about it. We're trying to do something different here with Sidekick. So I'm really hope that it works out like how I see it in my head and how we all have been seeing it in our head. So we'll start with the international sensation, Go-Go Tornado. BJ, tell them who you are, tell them who you're playing, and tell them where they can find.
I'm Go Tornado. That's all you need to know. You can find me on Twitter at Go Tornado and twitch.tv/Go Tornado, where I play games and make a fool of myself. That's about all.
Nice. Ro, why don't you jump in?
Yeah, my name is Ro. I use she, they pronouns, and I will be playing Vi, aka Ghost Note, and you can find me on the socials at Ro with a slash.
We love that. Aaron, hit him up.
I'm Aaron. You can come and join me on a game and start playing games. We run Monster of the Week a couple times a week at startplaying.game/GM/Bard Atlas. Come hang out. Have a good time.
Who are you playing?
I'm playing Ishtar, whose superhero name is unknown.
And last but never least, hit him up, Steph.
Hey, I'm Steph. You can find me pretty much anywhere on the internet. You get your social medias at Equinox Dice. And I am playing Chrysanthemum. And I am so excited to be here.
This is so much fun. Again, I've been your GM. My name is Matt, but you can find me everywhere on the internet as Nur-D, NUR-D at Nur-D Rocks everywhere on the social media. Please stay tuned to watch more Sidekick stuff. You probably already have, but just keep doing it on Nur-D TV. And trust me when I say this journey is just getting started. We have so much cool stuff. Thank you for watching the very first The Origins, the beginning, episode 0.5. And we'll see you at episode 1.